Hi, this is Rennie for rateback.com, and as you can see here, we've got some action going straight away into a live video, and we'll try and talk about how to interpret the HUD stats, which I showed you how to set up in a previous video, how to interpret them and make your decision based on that info. Now, when you get used to it and you've been playing for a while, you know, you don't really need to not saying not use the stats, but you don't need to really look into depth about the stats until you get to a tough decision. So I mean, they're like, for example, I flopped a set. I don't need to check what his percentage to folding to see bet or his check raise or whatever. For example, there because I got a set, I'm betting and I'm just getting the money in. But I mean, if I just had top pair and he check raise, then sure, I'd need to see what his check raise stat is, for example. So we can tell here someone here, he's playing, this is his VPIP and then pre-flop raise. Okay, so he's playing 1710. And basically when you see that off just a few hands, so we've got 65 hands here, you know that player's a good chance he's going to be a regular. So you can tag him accordingly and, you know, make some general plays and concepts against this guy. Whereas here you can see this guy's a 90-0, so he's playing you know 9 out of 10 hands, but not raising any of them. So he's obviously a fish, and you just want to be value betting those type of players. So I'm hoping in this video we you know can get into some spots where I get to talk about the HUD a lot, which will be useful. But as I was saying before, when you get used to the HUD, you can tell. So this guy here, 11-9, he's tight. So I'm not really going to try to be bluffing him off hands. And when he's betting, you know, he's not going to be bluffing, so I can just give him credit. But if you didn't have a HUD and you're playing, you know, HUDless, it's pretty hard to know, you know, how to play because obviously you could be stacking off light against this guy where you think it would be normal against a different opponent just because you don't know what his stats are. So we can look here, this person's raised, so we can look at his VPIP, and if you can notice there we've got EP, which means early position, so we can see he's raised first there. He's raising 14% of hands from early position. I didn't have to click anything, I just hover that over the mouse. And then at the same time here, this opponent, he's got a overall free bet of 6.4%, and we can see what positions he's free betting from as well. So he's free betting quite wide from middle position. And for the pop-up, now I'm going to check to see whether I free bet or flat this hand. And he's folded only one time out of 5 to a free bet, so I'm going to free bet for value. Whereas if that guy had a fold a free bet of say 90%, I'd be flatting, as if I free bet, he wouldn't be calling with worse. So we haven't got a great flop but I'm going to assume his range will be a lot of pocket pairs. He hasn't full bet yet, so I think I'm just going to c-bet as a bluff to try and take this down. As if we check, we're likely to never win the hand. And he's gone ahead and min ranges this again. Okay, so we can see he's raised quite a lot from the free bet pots, as you can see here, the free bet stat, and he hasn't folded to c-bets so far in 3 times. So that was probably, that might have been a bad play by me there. C-betting on that board, because yeah, he's not folding, and looks like he's trying to play back at us with some min raises.